Like, bro, how do I find her?
How do you find your wife? I don't know if I can necessarily.
How do you find your friend?
How do you
like you said, because that was the question.
Yeah. I don't know if I can necessarily explain. And maybe you guys, you guys could piggyback off of this, but I don't know how you can necessarily explain how to find your friend who can potentially be your wife. Mm-hmm. Because I think when you look for your wife, it blinds you to your friend, right? Mm. I think when you put this idea that I want my husband to be this right now, but I wasn't this at 21 when I got married. I wasn't this. So for her to say that she's looking for this right now, because I'm capable of being this, it's just gonna take me a little time. But if I was to go out and say I want my wife, how she is right now, when I first got married, I wouldn't have found her.
No.
Yeah. I wouldn't have found her. We had to grow into who we are today. And who we were early on, we were still working on ourselves, especially when you talk about young people getting married. Yeah. Because it's not something that I don't think that it's impossible.
No.
I just think that the formula hasn't been presented to enough people to understand, how to understand how to find that person. I like that. Everybody wants to find their husband or spouse. Yeah. But it's truly you need to find your best
for that Boaz. Where that Boaz? Where's my Boaz coming? That's what they be looking.
Hey, bro. Another thing is, unfortunately, a lot of people don't find it, and a lot of people are be in marriages for a long time with the wrong person.
Ooh, man, drop the mic.
A long time with the wrong person, and they're just making it work,
bro. Oh my god.
They become.
I see that so much.
Yeah, it's bad. They become something completely different from what they really are. They become a form of themselves just for survival. They're not really who they even are.
Yeah.
They're just surviving. We got these kids.
Yeah.
We want to stay married to show a good example for these kids.
Right. Keep the family together.
Mm-hmm. We go front. We go pretend. We go wear these masks. And then when they gone,
that's what it is.
Then we
it's okay to leave at that point because who the fuck cares?
Yeah. They grown, no child.
And you think about it, bro. That's a long time.
A long time to stay unhappy.
To be with somebody you don't know. You don't know who they are. You don't know what they like. You have an idea of what they are. You know what I'm saying?
I asked these two single girls who are dating this question, and I won't name names.
They dating each other?
No.
They're dating
two separate women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are dating men.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And they come to people like us for questions. I'm not gonna say they come to us for questions.
No, I get it.
But this particular day they asked a question.
Yes.
And I was saying, when you think about your spouse, you're thinking about somebody who you want to be a servant to, right?
Yeah. You
want to serve them, and you want to receive reciprocity too. You want to get served like a servant as well, right?
You said receive what?
Reciprocity. Reciprocity. That's reciprocating.
Are we Googling words for episodes? I've never heard you reciprocity. I ain't never heard reciprocity come from you.
Hey, he in the middle and he got real high IQ.
Is it cue cards back there somewhere? What?
This is what he
Who
does.
put up reciprocity?
This is what he does.
What is reciprocity?
It's not a hard word, bro. It's not a hard word.
Dang, he busting them out today, boy.
No, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this.
Hey man, talk your talk.
Talk your talk.
Reciprocity.
Okay.
That's when it's reciprocating energy. It's reciprocating something that happened to you, right?
I love it.
We ain't all gangsters. Okay? We're not all hood niggas.
No, we're not.
Some of us know about responsibilities.
Come on. You want to survive, bro?
No, I'm good. Okay.
All right, man. My bad.
Yeah, but we want to experience that from somebody because we want to give that to them.
Yes.
And you don't get to that like that.
Right. No, yeah.
It doesn't just, I just want to serve this person. No, I have to start liking this person. I have to trust this. I have to go through things with this person and make sure I can feel safe, right?
But you have to learn how to serve.
Yes. I think that's the part of the growing process.
Exactly.
Right? Like, I don't know
maturity.
Because what also is a thing that people don't read in marriages or read up on or even know about is the 5 love languages.
Man.
How important that is
Huge.
to a marriage. Like understanding those basic fundamentals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I was showing my wife love. What I perceived to be love. But it wasn't her way. So she didn't appreciate it.
Right.
It was like, damn, I'm doing everything, and she's just like, yeah, you're still doing 0 compared to what I really want.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that.
Right.
And you can't force me to like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you have to understand people's, basic love language.
You can't love somebody the way you want to love them.
Exactly.
You gotta love them the way they want to be loved.
And that's where we realized a lot of our issues came into play, because we was like, man, we going through something. I'm doing this for you. Why can't you just appreciate it?
So piggybacking off of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love languages. Is it accurate to say that love languages change over time?
And that's why I wanted to hear your perspective.
Yeah.
Because that goes back to my question in the beginning.
Yeah.
Your core, right?
Yeah.
Obviously is your belief in God.
For sure.
Because that what brought you together. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But then you have the inner dynamics, right? You have the crust, the inner core, the you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We have different layers into a relationship, and that core fundamental that's separate from belief is what I truly feel with this person. That's universal.
Yeah. Like our dynamic was a little different because we literally, like, I got married, bro, a year after I graduated high school.
What age was this?
19.
You was married, standing on an altar at 19.
You said you wouldn't even try to date the world, huh?
I did for a year. Thought I was.
I didn't try.
It was our dynamic was a little different because we came up a certain way.
Right.
So it was. How can I say this without? And you make it feel what I'm saying because you kind of understood like the dynamic of the church back then was like.
It was
Like if you ain't married.
Yeah.
Then you leave a room for.
Yep.
This, that, and the other to happen.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna say we were pushed down the aisle, but
we a little fair there.
But we definitely were like, it was some nudging. Like, all right, so what you gonna do, man? You love her, you don't love, and we had talked about marriage, and we were talking about it anyway. Whatever.
No, but it's not a bad thing to experience that.
Yeah, but we were already friends, so like I knew her. You know what I mean? But
it
like
became obvious.
Yeah, but to this day we say that we got married to you, and the reason why I say that is because of this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I was still trying to. Was that a phone? Man, we gotta get her out of here. We got everybody on vibrate and mute. Behind the camera.
You couldn't ignore that one.
I did. I tried to move on.
that one.
She wrote this whole run right in the middle of me talking. No, I'm just playing.
She a boss. She got employees.
She is. She's right.
She got employees.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah. But no, like, I was still trying to figure out who I was as a man, dog.
Man, still trying to figure out. I think
At 19,
have you even begun? Did you even start that process yet? 19?
That's a great question.
No.
Wow.
Way too young.
I was sitting in a fellowship hall, staring out the window. Before I was just staring. I was sitting there staring because I'm like, man, I am really about to get married.
This is happening.
And it wasn't the fact of who it was.
Yes.
Because that's my dog.
That's my dog.
Right?
Yeah.
It was just the fact that, like, bro, I'm 19. And 2 years ago, my junior year in high school, I wasn't talking about, I was thinking in my head, I'm doing this, doing that. But life do a thing on you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So we literally, so I said all that because she was 20. I was 19. So she was young. So we literally grew up together, bro.
Yes.
Like we grew my whole adulthood. Yeah. I've been in a marriage, bro. Yeah, and so I had to learn. Like we was learning each other. We was learning ourselves, and trying to learn each other at the same time. It's so hard. So when I say me and my wife talks about it all the time. Like we feel like we probably should have waited. You know what I'm saying? We probably would have avoided a lot of things.
Yeah.
That happened early on. Yeah. Because maturity wise, we would have been better off if we would have waited. Yeah. But it can be done. It can. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on both sides of it. Like when getting married young or waiting, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, wait. You know, but if you don't, you can do it as long as you got that foundation piece that you were speaking about earlier.
Yeah.
In place, man, that core. Like you know what I'm saying. You gotta have your friend, bro. Because through it all, we can always fall back on that, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying.
And has that changed?
Yes. So our love languages have changed over the years. Like I was just saying before. Like it was at 21. Lene is not the same person she was then than she is at 39 years old.
Unrecognizable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So different.
And we had that in a conversation. She had to tell me.
Yeah.
Like, because I was tripping, like, you on some different stuff right now. But she like, I'm not the same person I was.
Yeah. I like different stuff now.
Yeah. Almost everything. You used to love spaghetti. Now you don't like spaghetti?
That's what you say.
Spaghetti was your favorite dish.
Yeah.
Now you can't stand spaghetti.
Every 7 years, your taste buds change.
Really?
Yeah. This is a fact. I learned that when I moved here. Cause all these we was like this. We was like,
that's why I like mushrooms now. I like them when I was.
Bro, I eat so much vegetables now, Eric. You won't even believe me.
Man, bro, that makes so much sense.
You saw me. I ate that sandwich. Remember?
You did.
Would I have eaten that before? No.
That's not your team, bro.
I'm 30 now. You met me when I was 22, 23?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's been 7 years.
Man, that's.
I just hit you, didn't I? You didn't even realize I walked you down like that. You did.
You're not 30.
I am 31.
Thank you. I let him get that one out too. I let him get it out.
They never let us be great.
Yeah.
31.
They can't never let us be great.
Hey,
31.
I'm 30 now.
No, I'm 30. I'm in my 30s. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that.
We know what you mean.
God damn, man. Biggest critic, man.
Hey, that's why I like to have it. Yeah.
Biggest critic, but
man, taste buds.
yeah,
everything
I'm when they told me, they're like, yeah, you know your taste buds change when you get older. I'm like, wow. I ain't believe. I'm like, y'all niggas lying.
That's true.
No, that was true. When I looked that shit up, yes, every 7 years.
And how is it, Joe? When roles reverse, being that you've been married to Lene for so long.
Mm-hmm. That's a good question. I think
like,
with this.
If let's say for a long time Lene was the main provider, and then now you're the main provider, or Lene was the emotional one, and now you're the emotional one. You know what I'm saying?
If it has changed, like,
if it changed at all, like is that hard? Is that a hard thing for you personally?
I guess that hasn't really changed with us.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty been consistent through our whole marriage, but the thought of it, I'd be like, would it bother me?
Yeah.
I can't say that it would, like, because I'm just, like, you have to have a woman, a wife, that values you as a man. No matter how much, you know, or where you are as far as making the most money but, like, she still allows you to be the man regardless. Like, so when you have that, then you don't have any worries about the situation changing. Yeah. Because she's not going to belittle me as a husband, as a man, as a provider of my home, just because dollars in a checkbook may be a little bit more to me. Yeah. No, they're not. But I'm just saying that was the case. Like I'm fully confident that she wouldn't. You know what I mean? But that demasculate me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that's what it comes down to.
What about emotional wise?
Emotionally, I mean, it's pretty consistent. I think that. Yeah. I think I'm probably a little bit more of the emotion. She probably would say. I mean, females are emotional, but she probably would say I'm more of the emotional one or affectionate one. Yeah. I guess I don't know if that's what you're asking too, but it's been pretty consistent. How about y'all?
A lot changed, bro.
Yeah?
It's almost...
Wait, how long you been married, bro? Now.
Dang. How long you been married?
9 years.
8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
I hope so. He's
thinking back.
I hope you're right. He's
not over. He's definitely under. He's definitely not over because they got married after us.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, they were after y'all?
Yeah, they was after us.
Yeah. Okay. Almost like a year. That's all I'm like.
So if he's 9, you can't be 8.
Yeah, he got married after us, so he would be 8.
Yeah, I'm 8.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, he got married first. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, 8 years.
Keeping up on a decade, brother.
I've known her.
Yeah.
Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Kids are alive.
Yeah.
I remember that little Eric was running around.
Yeah. Levi, man, he's 11 years old. But
No, I mean little Eric was running around with Alexis. Little Eric with you.
Wow.
You, little Eric.
Listen. Every time I took you were saying, that's why I tried to hurry up and say, no, Levi. no, Levi.
I was like,
I know, because I was about to say that. I know he's talking about. I
don't be calling him. I'm like, I remember little Eric running around.
Little Eric. He got hair. You know?
Little Eric running around.
He had hair. He had a book bag on, you know. He was here.
Trying to be the musician.
He exists, you know?
he took a shot, bro. He took a shot.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy.
That's a good ass shot.
I love you, bro. I love you. You know that's love, baby. You know
He's happy because I'm always throwing a shot.
Oh, okay.
He take a shot right now. He like,
you got him good on that one, dog.
yeah.
That shit was good.
But yeah, man.
That's sweet, man.
That's my dog, man. That's my dog. Yeah, but sometimes, man, emotionally I'm disconnected.
Really?
And you used to be connected.
And she's like the emotional one. And then there's times where emotionally she disconnected. And I'm just like, not something that's like we're even aware of sometimes. It's just like it is. So it's not like, oh dang, it's my turn to be emotional. Oh dang, it's my turn to be the authority figure for the kids. Oh dang, it's my time. Like, no. It just
kind of like
it just happened.
Molds into something.
Yeah, and it ain't even that I could even put a finger on like, oh, dang, I'm the emotional one today. It's like, no, just like, it is what it is, bro.
So do y'all communicate
Yes.
like together about that? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, do y'all want to be more consistent, or is that something y'all just it's been what it
It's
is
something,
and
but
we
you know
just
what,
used to
what
it?
it is, man? It work.
Really?
So it ain't nothing like this. We gotta fix it
Okay.
because there's nothing.
Okay.
There's nothing
So
wrong.
it's not a strain either
You know,
way.
it's not a strain. There ain't no disconnect.
Okay.
It ain't. No, it's just like,
Yeah.
well, let's go.
Yeah. Hey man, everybody's marriage, you know,
Yeah, it worked for us.
You know,
Yeah.
go different ways, man.
I feel like if I was with anybody else,
it probably would.
it would not work.
Yeah. Now, why is that?
I think it's because it's something that we've learned from each other from being
Together.
in so much.
Yeah.
Like somebody from LA come to Ohio and be like, no,
Right.
this is crazy. But because we both in Ohio, we're like, yeah, it's snowing again. Yeah, the leaves is falling again.
Right.
Yeah, it's hot
I
again.
guess that's really like an interesting way in how you look at
It is very.
Yeah, so
it's really like positive.
yeah.
Because most people will look at that and be like,
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
It
Sounds
crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's so different.
it is.
It's so totally foreign to what most people might hear
Mm-hmm.
that you saying it just sounds like you're speaking a different language.
No.
Yep.
And a lot of it is because of background. She grew up in a 2 household. I grew up in a 1 household. She grew up this way. I grew up that way. And I think the merge of both of the teachings and the understanding that we have as what a marriage is created that.
That's funny though. I think that men that grew up in the single parent household who marry women who could come from either one,
Yeah.
those marriages last longer. I personally feel like that. I feel like when a man comes out of a single household, he not only understands what it's like to not have, he has a vision for what he wants to have and what he wants his children to have.
Yeah.
You know, because I know I can look back on my childhood and say, you know what, if these situations were different,
Yes.
my outcome would be different.
Right.
It's not even a matter of chance at this point.
Couldn't that work both ways though too? Like, I think like some of that either will make you look at life like that, like, because I don't want that for mine,
Yeah.
or it could be a generational thing, and that's what you see, so that's all you know. So then you know what I'm saying, may create that. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? The generational thing too, like you monkey see, monkey do. My dad wasn't there, therefore I'm not.
Exactly.
Right.
So
that's what I'm
flip
saying.
it. Yeah,
I'm saying the flip side will be that.
Yeah, for sure.
The person that, because you know, it's this saying where you know it's 2 children, 2 twin brothers.
Yeah.
Grew up in the same household, experienced the same things, look through the same windows, right? But one kid grows up to be an alcoholic, the other one grows up to despise drinking. And they ask both children why, and they both have the same answer. I saw my dad do it.
Wow. Wow, I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's actually good. That's actually a lesson that my mom taught me.
I like
It's a lesson I learned from one of my elders too.
Yeah, my mom actually taught me that. My mom told me don't even touch alcohol. She said because your father's an alcoholic and his father's an alcoholic.
Yeah. And
so don't even touch it.
Yes, but I think
and when I touched it out like this, I didn't die.
Right. But you know what it was? It was a lesson.
Yeah,
because at least you got taught. So your dad probably didn't get taught that.
Yeah.
That this is coming from him.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So that foresight, it got overmissed. And it skipped to you. So now you have a perspective and you can say, you know what? My mom was a person that spent money before she got it. So now I understand why I have a little bit of that same issue. But at least I understand it so I can prepare for it. Yeah. I can try to work around it. Because if you don't know you have a problem, because the first step is always admitting that you have a problem.
Absolutely.
But if you don't know you have a problem, since some people out here that think that what they're doing that's bad, is okay. Because they haven't realized this is a problem. And when they did, it was, you 30 years old now.
Yeah.
What difference does it make if you change?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've been like this your whole life, you ain't gonna change. And people get stuck and they go in this vicious circle. But when you get taught at a young age where your pitfalls might be,
you can skip them.
You can skip them. You know, there's a statistic that if I hurt my knee in high school, right?
Yes.
I found out when I was grown that my dad hurt his same knee in high school.
Wow.
Statistically, if you injure a bone, your child is predisposed to having that same injury.
Wow.
Yes. This is crazy stuff, bro. Statistically speaking, if you injure a certain body part as a child, your child now has a likelihood of having that same or similar injury. And if you know that, you can prepare for it. Because there was things I could have did to prepare myself to have this injury.
What if your dad's bisexual?
See, here we go.
You think that you can prepare to not do no gay stuff? You think you can...
Listen, I'm talking, you know what he doing?
No.
Why would you break up? That was a good moment this man was having.
It was a fire moment that he was having. He telling me stuff I never even heard before today. I'm learning today.
Educational hour, and we got the clown.
I'm learning today, for sure. But you want to know, do that work in all things.
Come on, man.
The dad hurt his knee. Was your dad? Love your wife. I think like a little pee on the Can you avoid that?
I think to be fair, no. To be fair, if your dad was a closet gay, his chances are you're gay.
Wow.
Dang.
That's all I wanted.
I think that.
I wanted to answer.
I want to answer it.
I think that if your dad was a closet gay, right? Like he was out here, he had a wife and kids.
Yeah, but then on the side,
he was going to the gay clubs on the weekends. Mama knew about it, didn't want to tell nobody. Remember that movie, The Johnsons? This is fucked up. Remember that movie, The Johnson, on Facebook? About that little boy that was raping his daddy?
Whoa.
Remember that shit? It was on Facebook. It was a little quick video. It was like 40 minutes. It was a 40-minute Facebook. I promise you, when we post this, people are gonna say, "Yeah, I remember that." It was. Remember when Bird Box came out on Netflix?
I remember Bird Box.
The whole freaking internet was talking about it, and it was a Netflix exclusive. It wasn't in theaters. You had to have Netflix to watch this.
Right.
Hold on. So say that again. So the son
was raping his daddy.
Raping his dad?
That's raping him.
Bro, that's different. I was not privy to that.
Bro, don't look it up.
I
don't think it's on Facebook anymore, but it's definitely on YouTube. It was a Facebook exclusive. A dude, they wrote a movie. They start stuff, they come in, the little boy's in the room. I don't know, he has to have been like 12, 13 because he was jacking off. And his dad busted in, he was like, "Oh, Dad!" And he's like, I'm sorry, son, you know. And he comes back in, he's like, you know, what you just experienced is a natural thing. I don't want you to feel ashamed about it. You know what I'm saying? It's my fault. I should have given you more privacy and knocked first instead of just walking in. You know? And so he's like, so is this normal? He's like, yeah, it's a normal thing, man. All teenagers go through it.
Oh my God.
And so then, listen, the dad gets up. He said, I'll leave you to it. I'll leave you alone. And he gets up and the camera zooms back a little bit, hovers over his head. He's jacking off to a picture of his dad.
All right, now stop right there. Because now we talk about rape and stuff, we have to put a disclaimer up. Because, you know what I'm saying? I want bisexual. You want rape? Lord.
I'm saying though that his.
This has taken a turn.
I'm saying. I think that the reason why the boy was like that had to do somewhat with his dad being a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the question is, if your dad is bisexual, would you be bisexual?
You started this. I want to let you know.
Yeah, you know what? He's gonna think about my dude right here, man.
I'm gonna go down that road with you.
I can ask him anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down that road.
And he has an answer.
Yeah.
I can ask him anything.
I'm coming to learn that quickly.
Yeah. And some of his answers have science proof. No, this is a thing.
Yeah. Like the taste thing. Like I literally legit didn't know that, but it makes so much sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't like the same stuff that I.
Nope.
You know.
When I was a kid, you like certain candy.
Nice.
I can't eat certain candy I ate when I was a kid.
Well-studied individual.
Hey, I love it.
Sometimes too much.
Yeah, a little.
Sometimes it's like, nigga, put the book down. Stop reading. Stop reading stuff.
Hey, I wanted to hit a point that you were talking about your emotional seasons with your wife, right?
Yeah.
Before you said anything, though, you was like, "Man, that's my nigga." Is that the center of how y'all able to get through that so much?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
That's your core.
Yeah.
How did you get to
My
that?
core is when I say that's my nigga, I can trust her to be the emotional one and not drop the ball. And I got faith in my nigga. And I know my nigga. I trust my nigga.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, it's your turn.
Yeah.
I've been building it up like this.
Right.
Now that it's your turn, don't drop the ball.
Yeah.
And she hasn't dropped it.
And she don't mind carrying that.
Listen, every time
Hey, that's
it's that
dope, bro.
poster of D-Wade throwing Ron at me and he like this.
Yeah.
Without even looking.
And my wife is
She killing.
every time. Every time.
Fire, dog.
Every time.
That's a
Listen, you know what I'm saying?
beautiful
You know
way
what I'm
to
saying?
explain
That's
that.
dope.
I don't have
That's
to.
iconic. That's iconic.
It's
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
know that.
You know how much trust he just.
Listen, he got it. And when you look at it, he never looked back.
He went down court.
Because he just knew.
Isn't that the ideal? Isn't that ideal though? Like for every.
Yeah.
That's what every motherfucker is trying to get to. So many motherfuckers don't experience that.
At all.
At all.
And I think each one of us experienced that to some degree.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like with our spouses, man. But again, I think it goes back because that's my dog. That's my friend.
Oh, man, that's my friend.
So like to your point in the beginning, like the foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You were speaking on so many relationships that are going the opposite way. You know what I'm saying these days because of growing apart or whatever.
I'm
But
happy you brought that up because that's what I wanted to actually be in. That you got what? What'd you say? 19?
18.
18 years in the game. Why do you think a lot of them don't make it, man?
Oh, man.
Because you came in with a lot of them, and if you look around,
They
a lot of them ain't there no more.
Dude.
Your graduating class is dwindled down to a couple motherfuckers.
Bro, a lot of them we used to rock. We rocked with.
Yeah.
Are no longer.
All right.
So answer your question.
Yes,
why,
sir.
why people don't make it to that point? I think it could be it's a combination of things. I mean, I think foundation is number one.
Yes, sir.
And then I think that some people, it's easier for people to go that way than to stay in it and fight through stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That takes will, that takes heart, that takes a want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but you know, I think it's a combination of things, man. But I think it's like, okay, you know, this happened, you know, cause you can, you know, we all grown, like you can bounce, you know, whatever. But to stay in it takes sacrifice, dog. And I think sacrifices was missing in a lot of relationships, bro.
That's a good word, bro.
Sacrifice is huge.
It's a dead word today, too.
It's a dead word.
Yeah.
It's a dead word.
Sacrifice. Yeah.
Man, dude,
Like, give her something.
You do. You gotta give up yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta give up you, bro, for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Somebody told me, she's like, everything you do, you going to pay. You got in school, you got to pay attention. You know, whenever you learn something, you got to pay attention. That's a form of currency. You know what I'm saying? You think about taking care of your family. You got to pay to provide. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's crazy to think that you don't have to sacrifice. You know, when we talk about something like this, no, it's not going to be money.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's bigger than money.
Oh man.
You know, a lot of times it's bigger than money.
Yeah.
You know,
you have to be selfless.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to.
You know what I'm saying?
Put these people, more specifically your wife or your spouse, and your family's needs before your own.
Selfless, and I think that's where some people have challenges.
Yeah, they miss out on that. I think
they're not selfless enough.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I think people grow selfish in marriages that go on. You've grown to become a selfish individual. You know?
To some people, selfish is their identity, though.
Yeah.
Like,
what do you mean?
The more they're about their self, it's kind of like their stick. Like that's kind of like who they are. So when it comes down to being with somebody else, it's like I can't be selfless because being selfish is
who I am.
That's who I am.
But how do you get into a marriage if you're that person? To lose, to eventually get a divorce. How do you become how are you a person that's your identity is to be selfish, but then you get married?
Self-satisfaction. I want to be married because some people, man, it don't even be that deep. Some people like it just look dope. It look lit.
Yeah.
Marriage look lit.
That sounds crazy.
It sound you know what I'm saying?
That sounds crazy.
It look like something I ain't doing nothing else, or everybody around me doing it. So my friends is getting married, my siblings is getting married, and I'm gonna get married.
Or because of my stature, because of the position I'm in.
My position, my
leadership, title.
Yeah, my title.
So that's the next thing to do.
I gotta get married.
The white picket fence.
Yeah. To some people, it's literally a bucket list. It's a check mark on.
No, it's so much deeper than
life.
that. Cats don't. You can't walk into this thing.
It's just like, whoa,
you can't walk into this thing like that.
At all.
And all the married niggas are sitting there like this.
No. Don't do it. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Cause hey.
Yeah.
Slow down, bro.
It's somebody looking like, dang man, Dev and Carnavia look fire.
Yes.
Joe and Lene look lit. Alexis and Eric look fine.
And they have no idea what's behind that. I can't stand people that do that to us, kind of like a lot, like man, goals, relationship goals, like y'all goals, whatever. And I be like, man, I appreciate it.
You know,
but Facebook, Instagram, that's surface.
That's surface. That's a light surface too.
That's really light,
bruh.
That's just a picture.
It's work.
That's a 2-minute video.
Exactly.
24-hour day.
Exactly.
1 day a year ago.
Exactly.
We argue right after this.
Right.
We actually argued before the video.
Right.
Yeah. You don't believe it,
bruh? I'm telling you, man. It's more than just wanting Facebook recognition.
Yeah. It's more than those clicks, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that,
clickbait, bro. It's not clickbait.
This is not something that you can truly flex. Like it's just so amazing all the time. Because this is truly a lifelong mission.
It's a day by day.
It's a lifelong mission. This is worse. I want to say it's worse. This is more grander than a marathon. Think about that. Cause you gotta prepare for months for it.
You gotta prepare.
This is something that you will be preparing for the rest of your life.
Yep.
You will never truly have it.
No. That's
you will never truly have it.
That's a great point.
It's something that you're gonna constantly have to keep on tweaking.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Get the oil change every 6,000 miles.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, great example.
You gotta change the brake pads every single.
Man.
And if you don't, the shit gonna start sounding crazy.
Yeah. Constant. You constantly doing that though, man. It's just like that. Like taking care of your car.
And you look at it like, some people look at it taking care of your car. And I hate to use this, but this is like the best example I can give. Some people hate to look at taking care of their car because it's a lot of work. But those who take care of their car and they see the reward from it, my car is able to last this long because I just did one little thing.
Right.
Yeah.
A couple times a year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just one little thing.
You know what else? And I know we got to close, but you know what else? I just kind of
That's the church kid in him.
It is.
He gave me the pass the touch.
I've been in it for so long.
Yeah. Oh,
He gave me the pass the touch, don't he?
yeah. And I know we gotta close this thing out. But let me tell you this.
It's in me. I
was born on the pew too. Born on the pew.
Dude, I was born on the second row, dog.
I recognize it, bro. I looked at him like that. He said, "Let me tell you," and I know we gotta close.
Yes, sir.
Look, you almost on your third closing. You almost on your third closing.
That's why we can't segue.
No, we can't. I'm with him.
People don't.
Yeah.
They go into it. People say, "I love you."
Mm-hmm.
You know, you my everything. But are you in love with your person?
Yeah.
Do you like your person?
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Because you know the difference is, I don't have to go out with. I can sit on the couch
Mm-hmm.
and we can watch something on TV and be the best time ever.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy I like spending time with my person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of cats don't like that. Like when you get
They
into
trying to
marriage,
get out the house.
yeah, because you know what? You see the worst. You see them at their worst.
At their worst.
You still have to like them at their worst.
Still got to, bro.
You still gotta love them at their
You
worst.
gotta let them know that you love them at their worst.
Yeah. When she waking up
Yeah.
with the everything going.
Before she get that Brazilian.
With the grocery bag on the head.
Before she go to Sephora.
Dude. So I'm saying you have to love
You
him.
start realizing these motherfuckers got a whole painted face on all the time.
Dude.
Like these motherfuckers.
Bro, real talk.
You just took your. It's not a caterpillar.
Real talk. Sitting all over my bathroom mirror.
Listen, I'm gonna go even
counters.
deeper, bro. I didn't went so far. This is me really being transparent.
Yes.
I didn't went so far as to I am now helping her put her face on.
What?
Yeah.
That's dope.
I am
My
now.
wife wouldn't trust me for
And you talk about 9
why did
years
she
ago.
trust you to do that?
9 years ago, she didn't, and 9 years ago I wouldn't.
Yeah.